You ever notice how something that starts off as a good deal slowly begins to feel too good to last? That's exactly what's happening right now with Xbox Game Pass. For years, gamers called it the best deal in gaming. Hundreds of titles, day one releases, crossplay, cloud gaming, everything wrapped into one monthly price that barely felt real. But now, things are changing. Microsoft just pulled off one of the biggest overhauls in Game Pass history. 3 new tiers, new prices, and a new promise. More games, more perks, more value. But that promise, it comes with a cost. Because this time, the price jumped nearly 50% for Ultimate users. And that's not a small bump. That's the kind of hike that makes even die-hard fans stop and think, wait, is it still worth it? Let's break this down. Game Pass now has 3 main levels: Essential, Premium, and Ultimate. Sounds neat, right? But here's the twist. Only Ultimate gives you day one releases, cloud gaming, and the full cross-platform experience. If you're not on the top tier, you're missing out on a big chunk of what made Game Pass special in the first place. And people are noticing. Online, the community split. Some say this was bound to happen. They argue that adding big third-party games like Hogwarts Legacy, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Starfield can't come cheap. Microsoft's giving you hundreds of games, cloud streaming up to 1440p, Ubisoft Plus classics, basically the Netflix of gaming, but with AAA titles. Others, they see it differently. To them, this feels like the start of something darker, the slow shift from value to monopoly, because when you dominate subscription gaming, you control how people access games, what they pay, and even what they play next. Let's not forget, Game Pass isn't just about Xbox anymore. It's on PC, it's on cloud, it's in your phone, your tablet, even your TV. Microsoft doesn't just want to sell consoles, it wants to sell ecosystem. And that's where this gets interesting. By raising prices and reshaping tiers, Xbox is testing how far players will go before they push back. Are we addicted enough to convenience that we'll just accept it? Because honestly, Game Pass Ultimate is convenient. Instant access, day one launches, no downloads. But the question isn't what it gives you now. The question is what it could take away later. Think about it. The more games that move into subscription models, the less we actually own. We're not buying titles anymore, we're renting them. And one day, when a contract ends or a publisher walks away, that favorite game you've been playing for months could just vanish overnight. It's the trade-off of the digital age. Accessibility versus ownership, comfort versus control. Still, Xbox knows exactly what it's doing. This move isn't random, it's strategy. They've got Call of Duty, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, Starfield, Diablo, all under one roof now after the Activision and Bethesda acquisitions. They're building a fortress of exclusives, and Game Pass is the gate. And behind that gate, a future where you don't need to buy individual games anymore, because everything you'll ever want is already on Game Pass. At least that's the dream, or maybe the trap. So what's next? We'll see record subscriptions, we'll see outrage. Some will cancel, some will double down. But one thing's certain, 2025 marks the year Game Pass stopped being just a deal and became the battleground for the future of gaming itself. Whether you think this is evolution or exploitation depends on how much control you're willing to give up for convenience. Because in the end, the Game Pass isn't just changing gaming, it's changing us.